Well, good morning. Let's get this camera on. Same thing every day. Today is April the 18th. It's a Friday. Time is 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. And what are we going to start with today? I'm going to start with a quick story. Years ago I met this Australian guy, and he lived up in the treetops in a hammock in one of the Australian cities. I think it was Perth. It was a red hammock, and he showed it to me. And he'd been living up there for months at a time. Every night he went up there and went to sleep. And he said that nobody ever looks up. I just came from my breakfast place, and it's a massive confusion on the weekends. It's just not well organized. It wasn't designed right. It wasn't designed for the kind of traffic that they get. They've got 2 stations to get food, and then they've got 4 stations to pay. But then if you want a bowl of dojang, you have to go to the end. It's just confusion. But I noticed today that they have signs for the cashier stations, and I know from before they have signs for the different food stations. But the thing is, these signs are on the ceiling, and nobody ever looks up. So nobody knows. Yesterday I was there. There's some out-of-towners. I think they're probably Korean. In fact, I know they're Korean. They're really tall. And they completely got everything wrong. All right, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about social media, as usual. I had a comment on one of my videos that said that the guy liked it better when I was walking in crowds of people. I can appreciate that. I wrote back, I messaged back, I noted back saying, I go walking in the morning before it gets too hot. So I'll probably lose him as a subscriber when I get to Canada, because it's hard to go walking in crowds of people in Canada. You have to wait for a festival or something. So 2 days ago, a friend of mine in real life, she sends me a message on Instagram, and she says, I've got 666 followers. Can you please follow me, because I don't want to be on this number. And I went and I followed her, and she actually had 686 or 687. So she must have sent the message out to all her friends, which is fine. But then she's a real estate friend, and I have to complain here, because real estate agents, when they wake up in the morning, they're a real estate agent. When they go to bed at night, they're a real estate agent. When they go to social media, they're a real estate agent. To be a successful real estate agent, you have to live, work, sleep, breathe it all the time. And of course, their social media is all about real estate. So I'm going to unfollow her. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm going to unfollow some other people too. I actually unfollowed a guy this morning because all he posts is his daily step count. Well, that's not very interesting to me. And I'm going to sound like a grumpy old man, but there's other things that I don't like to follow. Let's start with what I do follow. I like street photography, I like art, and I like a little bit of pottery now and again. That's about it. That's what I follow. In my feed, I like cat videos, silly stuff. I started my Instagram account this year, maybe a few months before I came to Taiwan. And the reason I started it was because YouTube has a major flaw. If you want to privately message your subscribers, or more notably, if they want to message you, they can't. They have to leave their message in the comments section. And I noticed that other YouTubers had Instagram accounts, so although I didn't really want to start any new social media accounts, Instagram was the one, it was the last man standing, really. Because X, formerly Twitter, no thank you. Facebook, no, that's run its course years ago. So Instagram, and I actually quite like Instagram, and I like to post street photography, and occasionally I'll paint something that I like and I want to save it, so I'll post that. So when I started Instagram, like social media, like all social media, I thought it would be nice to follow people who follow me. So if you follow me, I'll follow you back. Big mistake. Big mistake. I'm going to go through now and unfollow everything that I don't particularly care for. And I've realized that everybody is different, and people go to social media for different things, and they go at different times of their life. And if you've just had a baby, you're probably going to post a lot of baby pictures. Or if you're in your early 20s, you're probably going to post a lot of things with you and your friends out clubbing. So I get it. It just doesn't, I have nothing in common with those two things, so I'm not going to want to follow them. So I'm really disinterested in any kind of business related things. So even if you're like a watercolor artist, if half your posts are about a book you're trying to sell or a course you're trying to start, I'm not going to follow you. That goes for any real estate agent friends too. Sorry, not interested in looking at an open house. Step count updates, no thank you. Got my own step count, don't need to see yours. You can get a buddy for that sort of stuff, on different apps. Maybe that's what you should do instead. I noticed there was one guy who I followed, and he'd post a picture of himself all the time, like 2 or 3 a day, like just posing, always about the same pose. Posing in front of a car, posing in front of a building, posing in front of a tree. Just selfies unlimited. I wondered about that. Like, why? How narcissistic are you? And also, and I'm guilty of this sometimes, accounts that post too often. We don't need to see everything. So if you post too often, I probably unsubscribed. So my philosophy of social media is that you should do what you want, first of all, and expect nothing. Don't expect people to follow you. Don't expect people to like you. If they do, that's a bonus. But really, social media is something you do for yourself. It's an account of your own day, of your own life. Don't be thrilled by getting a lot of followers. Don't be upset when people unfollow. Social media is like a tattoo. It's a gift you give yourself. Another's going to look at it, but really it's for you and you only. That's pretty good. Social media is a gift you give yourself. That's going to be the title. All right, so I think I ranted on enough about social media today. Instagram. I am now at the river. It's got to be like 25 degrees and humid as hell already. I'm glad I'm going back to Canada in about 10 days. It's getting pretty hot here. I shouldn't complain about that. I like to sweat, but it's actually a great time to go back to Canada. Thanks for joining me today as I ranted on about Instagram, social media. Tell me, what is your social media story? What is your Instagram story? What kind of Instagrammer are you? Today is Friday. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Saturday.